Hey there, it's Talking Hands. It's been quite a while since my last video. I've been really busy with a lot of things, but I really felt this video needed to be made. When I was shopping for a workbench to replace the cheapy one I have, I looked online for reviews and comparisons. I started noticing several videos on YouTube comparing these very same workbenches, the Yukon 46-inch mobile workbench from Harbor Freight and the Husky 46-inch mobile workbench from Home Depot. And from these videos, the consensus seemed to be that the Yukon is a much better bang for your buck. However, I noticed just how old these videos were, but there were still people commenting on them and seemingly making buying decisions based on these videos. That's why I'm making this video, because a lot has changed since then, particularly with the Husky workbench, that I feel really changed things. And if you make your purchase decision based on those other videos, you just might be making a mistake. I mean, nothing against the videos, it's just that they're very outdated and they haven't released any updates since then, so let's just dive right in. First, we're going to take a look at the Yukon. I don't have enough money to be buying both workbenches for the sake of this comparison video like some others, so for this video I'm using the display model to have at the store. Visually, the display model doesn't appear to be damaged in any way and doesn't appear to be abused or used in any way not intended by the manufacturer. Now, some could argue that a lot of shoppers open and close those drawers, but I mean, let's be real. Unless you're barely using it, you'll likely be opening and closing those drawers just as much or even more than the display models at the store, so I don't think that's really an important factor. Now, as you can see, they advertise ball bearing drawer slides and 10,337 cubic inches of storage capacity. And already on the top drawer, where you'll be putting the stuff you'll be using the most often, the drawer doesn't close all the way on the first try. Now let me give it a second try. Okay, there we go. There you see the advertised depth of it is 18 inches deep. The 46-inch measurement is the width of the workbench. And the wood top looks pretty standard, attached to the workbench, so you don't have to worry about it warping under humidity. And here we see the bottom deep drawer with the double drawer slides to increase its weight capacity. Might be ball bearing slides, but not very smooth at all, and I'm not being super gentle to force it to not close. I'm pushing them the same way I would do my own. Again, with the other one, it's even worse. I try this with every drawer and they're all the same. As you can see, they all basically stop sliding the moment my hand isn't pushing them. Even the cheapy Cobalt workbench I'm replacing has smoother drawers than this, to be honest. It advertises rust-resistant powder coating, and I'll have to say the finish on it looks pretty decent. It all looks even, and don't have any complaints there. Here I'm just verifying it is 18 inches in depth, and the main drawer is roughly 15.5 inches in depth of usable space. It opens almost all the way out. There's about 1.75 inches of an inch where the drawer isn't exposed when it's open fully. Now moving on to the Husky. This is actually the one I went with, and I'll explain all my reasons why. This is the wall control system I also bought. I might do a separate video on that. So I went with the all black version, even though it doesn't really go on sale. The normal version with the silver handles were actually on sale, but I paid full price for the all black one because because it looks cool, okay? And that's good enough reason for me. So the first difference is the new Husky workbench comes with this integrated power strip that also has 2 USB charging ports. Sure, you can always just buy a separate power strip, but it's really nice that it's integrated into the box itself. Another feature the Husky has that the Yukon doesn't are these soft closed drawers. People always say that it's not an important feature, and I would have agreed until now that I've had them. Now I love them. And look how smoothly these drawers close. I just nudge them close and they like close all the way on their own without jarring my tools around. And immediately, even without the soft close feature, you can see the difference in the ball bearing slides. The Husky ones are silky smooth and they glide all the way. I tried this with the display models in Home Depot as well, and they are just as smooth there, so I don't think that aspect plays a significant role. Now, before, the old Husky workbench did not have double drawer slides on the bottom drawer, the bottom deep drawer, and that was one of the aspects where the Yukon was actually better, but here you can see that the Husky has them as well, and it closes just as smoothly as the rest of them. Sorry, my wood top is kind of dirty, but Before, the Husky's wood top was not attached to the box itself, so some complained that if it was kept in a garage where it's humid, the wood top would warp. But now the Husky also attaches the wood top to the box itself, just like the Yukon, so that's no longer an issue. Another thing the Yukon used to be better in was that it came with drawer liners, while the Husky didn't. But now the Husky comes with pre-cut drawer liners as well, so again, they paid attention to the competitor and fixed the issue. The Husky has a capacity of 19,650 cubic inches compared to the Yukon's 10,300. That's almost 91% more. Of course, it's also 24.5 inches in depth compared to the Yukon's 18 inches, so it does take up more room. So if you wanted a more compact workbench, the Yukon would be a better choice there. But if you want more storage capacity, the Husky is nearly double that of the Yukon. You get about 22.25 inches of usable space in the main drawer, and just like the Yukon, there's about 1.75 inches that isn't exposed when fully open. As of making this video, the Yukon 46-inch workbench sells for $399.99, basically $400, while the one I bought, like I said, is always at full price for the all black color scheme, is $449. But the version that looks closer to the Yukon box is usually at $429, and during sales would go down to $399. Of course, Harbor Freight would sometimes have sales or coupons that would work in their workbenches too. So really, I think a fair comparison would be the Yukon at $400 and the Husky at $429. So for $30 more, you get almost double the storage, an integrated power strip, soft closing drawers, and just generally smoother and higher quality feeling drawer slides overall, even without the soft close feature. The one thing I feel the Yukon is better than the Husky on are the casters. The Husky does have some pretty cheapy feeling casters, while the Yukon ones look a bit sturdier. But to me that's a very low priority since I actually have my workbench fixed in place. I don't actually move it around, even though it's technically a mobile workbench. So hopefully this video is helpful. I know it seemed biased since I own one myself, but I have no ties with Home Depot and no loyalty with them, so if the Yukon was generally a better deal than the Husky, I would have went with the Yukon, but after looking at both of them in stores and comparing their features, it was a no-brainer for me. I was more than willing to spend the $30 more for the features I got with the Husky, but of course I went a step further and paid full price to get the all-black version. No regrets, it looks amazing. I love the blacked out look, but if you have limited room where the 18-inch depth of the Yukon box would be more beneficial for you than the 24.5-inch depth of the Husky, then definitely I don't really see anything wrong with the Yukon. I'm not crazy about their drawer slides, but that might not be a big deal for everyone, so I wouldn't count it out. But tell me in the comments which one you would prefer out of the two now that you have an updated comparison, and if you have any questions for me, of course. And don't forget to like the video if you found it informative. It would help me out since YouTube's algorithm seems to overlook small channels like mine, and subscribe if you like to. And thank you for watching.